Hey guys, what's up? Rascal Ryan 521 here to bring back another retro Star Wars set review for you. And today this is my review on set 8037 called Anakin's Y-Wing Starfighter. Set number, I already said the set number, 570 pieces, retailed for $60 US at the time of its release back in 2009. And recommended ages, let's see if it says it on here, ages 8 to 14. I'm reading all this off of Wikipedia, so I had to look for it a little bit. But yeah, this is a cool set. Not crazy about it much anymore. In fact, I was actually, just like why I reviewed the Sokka'S Starfighter set, I'm mainly reviewing this because I was kind of hoping to sell it soon. If anybody's interested, comment down below, and we can get that all worked out. I was going to get that out of the way. I was going to mention that at the end of the video, but figure I'll just get it out of the way right now. This is still a great set nonetheless, and if you like it, then leave us a comment down below, but let's get started right away. So here's the instruction manual. No, pretty basic. A little thicker. I think it was like 70-something pages. Mine was actually covered in dirt and dust and grime, so I actually rebuilt it. I actually tore it apart, soaked all the pieces in hot water for about an hour, and then I kind of just rebuilt it later that night. So none of the pieces should be dusty. This one should all be nice and clean. So I did that like over the weekend, so that was fun. Not really, but first up, we're gonna start with our main figure. We're gonna start with Anakin Skywalker, our standard Clone Wars version of Anakin. And then he's got his nice. I like the torso printing. It looks nice on him. Kind of fits Anakin well. Cool face. That hair looks just like Anakin's hair, so I gotta give him props for that. Blue lightsaber, of course. No back face printing and no back printing. Like I said, though, this was at a time when LEGO did not do back printing as often. So there's your Anakin Skywalker. Next up, we have Ahsoka Tano. Same as when you saw her in my Ahsoka Starfighter review. Pretty basic. Torso printing's okay. Face printing's okay. Tentacle piece is pretty nice, but other than that, it's a pretty standard minifigure, I guess. I think the tentacles should have been a little bit longer, because they don't really come down as far. Like, they kind of come down to her chest. I think, to be more accurate to the show, they probably could have had the piece go down, like, maybe like down like to the halfway point of her arm. I think would have looked more accurate. And then she has a green lightsaber as well. And then finally, we have, I'm using the yellow stand right now because I was actually repainting my Tyrese minifigure from The Walking Dead earlier, and I left the blue stand out in my room, which I could literally go grab in like 5 seconds, but I don't want there to be a long silence while I'm grabbing it, so I'm just going to use the yellow stand that I have sitting right here that I use for my painted minifigure showcases. But here's R2. This silver head is the only thing I think I would, if I do sell this set. This silver domed R2 is probably the one thing I would be sad parting with, because I think this looks really cool. It looks better than the usual R2s we get with just the light gray head. And I really like, as I said with my Ahsoka Tano's Starfighter review, the printing on R2's body is a lot better than the other astromech droid that we got in that set. It's so much more detailed. But he is like a main character, so I suppose that makes sense. They would do that. And his dome, obviously, is just very nice printing all around. I'm kind of surprised they went all out with that. But as I said, he is a main character, so it does make sense. And standard R2, you all know what R2 looks like. If you've been collecting LEGO Star Wars at all, you should know what R2 looks like. Okay, now let's get on with the set. So, I like it. I like this set, but I do honestly think I prefer the original trilogy Y-Wing fighters. In fact, if anybody's willing to, if anybody wants to, considering they'd probably be in the same price range, if anybody is interested in buying this set, but you have the original trilogy Y-Wing set, I mean, we could maybe, work out a trade where, trade that, and I give you this one, because I would like the original trilogy Y-Wing, because I think those look cooler, but, this one was the only one available at the time I bought it, so yep. So we'll start in the front here. We got our cannons, like Y-wing standard, like the standard Y-wings have. We've got this. I kind of like how it kind of comes out like this using the snot technique. That's nice. We got a cockpit for Anakin, which has this control panel in it. Got a nice bubble cockpit, cannon, like turret for Ahsoka. I like that clear dome piece. That's nice. And then we've got. I love these engines. The building of these if there's a one good, like really good quality about the set is that the build was actually pretty fun. Especially like building these engines. I just, for some reason, even though it's repetitive because you have to build 2 and you have to build like 4 of these for each side. Even so, it was still pretty fun to build these giant engines. It's got like the dome in the front right here. Oh, we've got these pieces that kind of come out. These 4 on each side, kind of like the standard Y-wing would have. We've got our purple engines right over here. Whatever you want to call them. Exhaust, fire, flame, whatever. And then these pieces right here kind of help give it more of a Y shape. This is also used with the snot technique. Well, not really. It's actually kind of built with a regular technique, just kind of the pieces are kind of laid out on their sides, so it's kind of made to look like a snot technique. And we've got some more exhaust vents and stuff back here, some machinery. We got even more like little pieces of machinery and whatnot back here, more of the inner workings of the ship. Got a little spot for R2. We'll put the minifigures in just a second and show you that. And then there's kind of like an overall look at the whole ship. Pretty nice looking, if you ask me. It's cool, but I do want to make room in my collection for more of the newer sets that are coming out. That's the main reason I want to sell this. Because, like I said, as cool as it is, will I miss it? Yeah, kind of, but will I really regret selling it? Not really. Like I said, the only part of the set that I feel like that would kind of suck to part with would be the silver domed R2, but I could always like just rebuy that on eBay for like a couple bucks or something. So, but we're gonna put the minifigures in now. So in the main cockpit, of course, we have Anakin. We're gonna take out his lightsaber. Put him. And then you got like press down on their legs to get them to click in. So there we go. Can't really look at the camera as I'm doing this, so I hope you guys are seeing all this. Ahsoka just fits in like so. Press down her legs. There we go. She also does have a little bit of she has like a small control panel in the bottom right there too. So there we go. And then R2, it's kind of cool. He has this little slot for a Technic pin on the bottom of him. Move his head, take his head off, and switch it in the right direction. He can fit right into that Technic pin, so he's nice and sturdy. Will not fall out like he would in like Anakin Starfighter or something. And then one really cool feature before they did what are the spring-loaded shooters, they had these missiles. These ones at the bottom right here. So if you pull R2 back, he's kind of connected to a mechanism where he will shoot it out. So if you like, oh, it's gonna hit my hand if I got it. Okay, this is gonna be really hard to do. So if you like hold it like this, pull R2 back. Just flung that right at my shirt. And then at the bottom we also do have this this piece. It's kind of hard to see, it's kind of blurry right now. We do have this piece that can kind of go up. It's like the landing gear. If you like put it down, it'll hold like it'll kind of level things out. But if it's up and you try and sit it down, it'll kind of tilt back like that. So you gotta just keep it folded down like that when you're in landing mode. And one thing that I also thought was nice is the fact that there's not many stickers in the set. Like the only 2 stickers, I believe. Like I said, I could be wrong, but from what I remember by rebuilding this, the only 2 stickers that were like currently pre-put on the pieces were the Republic symbol right here and on the other side of the wing. That was like all I can remember. Oh, and then one other feature I forgot to show really quickly. I'm kind of scrambling in this review. Is in here. See this little slot right here, the little controls and everything. You lift that up. There's room for Sokka'S lightsaber and Anakin's lightsaber. It just folds down like that. And you're good to go. You got everything loaded up. And I believe this was used in the episode where they were attacking the Malevolence in the Clone Wars, like early on Season 1 or Season 2 or something. It's been years since I've seen it. But it was a cool set. Turret does like go up and down as well, too. But like I said, it's a cool set. I wouldn't really mind parting with it that much, though. I want to make room for some of the newer sets. Well, actually, now I think about it, I just want to make room for just to display more of my older stuff, because the only new set that's coming out that I even looks remotely good at all that I even want is the Death Star Final Duel set, so I'm going to be getting that when it comes out later this summer. But other than that, I'm not really planning on getting any new Star Wars sets. But like I said, if you want to buy it, comment down put down in the comments. If you don't, I'll probably just end up putting this on YouTube, or I'll probably just end up putting this like on eBay or Craigslist come summertime. So if you haven't commented, so if you don't comment by then it might be gone. Can't tell, but rambled on for long enough. If you guys like this review, give me a thumbs up and comment, rate, subscribe. That'd be much appreciated. We're only about 40 subscribers away from 1,000, guys. I already have my video all edited and all made. It took me like 3 hours last weekend. So I hope you guys will like it. It's kind of like I kind of did like I don't really know how to describe it. It's kind of like a callback to my older videos, and I kind of like compiled a bunch of scenes from my old videos into one, and then I did I put a couple of slides in there, like with some, a couple thanking at you guys or whatever. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool videos. For my first time editing one of my own LEGO videos, I think for first time it turned out pretty neat. So anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you later. Goodbye.